It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny when we talked to him. All he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that earlier.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
On the play. First down, Dolphins.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Decided to keep it that time on the option. Got out left, but the defense was right there.
And you know what happened on that play, right? Because the defense, as you said, not letting him get upfield. No place for him to ever duck his shoulders and turn upfield and gain yardage. Had to keep moving out laterally. Nice play by the defenders.
Complete to number 22. A gain of 8 yards. And it's
throwing his Tagovailoa on third down here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
A loss of 12 yards.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opener, and a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
This is taken at the 10. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They got some guys who might need a year or 2 on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually play.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on third down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D, and now they have the advantage.
27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word, going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
We're scoreless after 1.
The end of the first quarter with no score.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in week 2. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do,
and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Christian Wilkins. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And again this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
Two and now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. A bit of a catch. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive, and they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And this one's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
15 more.
They'll throw now on the final play. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Michael Gallup in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
For the extra point.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, and it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. Josh Allen has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head off and check out a second game, and they've got the lead over the visiting Colts as that one's gone to halftime. Patrick Mahomes, a touchdown pass in that first half. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. In that one, all even as they play the visiting Texans. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Brandon McManus.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They've got the lead right now, and last week they were able to defeat the Atlanta Falcons here as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Christian
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
36-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A gain of 3, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Gain on the play.
Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
He was brought down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
34-yard.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just try to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Tua to throw again. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Complete.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Dolphins.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
26-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Take 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one a back-breaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well,
Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Pats, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0.